See, what I really don't like, Sheikh, and I think we've discussed this in the past, is I really don't like identity politics, and I really don't like a superficial assessment or analysis of situations. Just you take just superficial things, or you take superficial aspects of anything, and then you weaponize it for your own interests, right?
Yeah.
So to say that this guy is a mass murderer inherently because he's white, or if he's because he's inherently a male, or if he's inherently because he's like a police culture is like this, because obviously he's smitten with it. Okay, he's obsessed with police culture. Okay, he's absolutely obsessed. So now what we say, oh, police culture is violent, and then so now you say, okay, the police in and of itself is wrong. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, the police can do wrong things, like for example, being racist with you, driving while black, and I've experienced things growing up. But at the same time, myself, I've turned to the police when we've needed them for something. Okay, and I'm sure if something were to happen to you, you would turn to the police, right?
Yeah.
So how do we move beyond this and to actually get to the heart? Because if we want to make, like, anybody who is part of any identity group can do this, and we're the biggest victim of that. Okay, as Muslims, we're the biggest victim. As somebody who is black and Muslim and male, you're a big victim, and a practicing Muslim, a visually apparent Muslim. You're a victim to this mischaracterization. Okay, because if we want to pull out stats, if we want to look at this any way we want to manipulate it, we can say, oh, listen, it's because he's white and male. This is why he did this. That is not a reason. You know what I mean? It's just like being Muslim is not a reason. You know what I mean? If you look at the reasoning that set him off, like, that if we can just look at the initial reports, oh, he had a fight with his girlfriend. It had to do with this relationship between a woman. Okay, we have other. If you look at the history of multiple murders in Canada, you can identify that, right? You can look at Alex Minassian, the guy who ran over all those people in Toronto, because like he had this animosity towards women. If you look at the shooting there's a shooting in Edmonton in 2017, December 29th. This man, he had a argument with his ex-wife or his whatever. He killed her and her family. If you look at the previous largest mass shooting in Montreal, okay, in 1989, this guy killed 14 people because he said he was fighting these feminists. Okay, so one could say, oh, it's because of this, right? Now this is the reason. Okay, all these white men are going crazy because of white women. Okay, but again, I feel that you're not getting to the heart of the matter. You're not actually getting, and when we do this, when we're too easy on somebody like him, and maybe we're too hard on on Muslims who do certain things, and when you look at a Muslim, you characterize them in a different way. And when you look at somebody like this, oh, he was an alcoholic. Oh, he was in depression. Oh, he was just obsessed with this. He had a fight with his girlfriend. It set him off. You know what I mean? But he was such a good person. And then you humanize this person, so you can see the humanity in him and the people around him. There are Muslims who have nothing to do with what maybe a Muslim may have done, but forget about their whole family, the whole community. A person who's never met him now is also guilty.
Do I feel that the New York police are providing enough protection, or do I have to have protection of my own? I look for protection from Allah.